Mr. Fame. He's got a play that's going to be opening up in Chicago. Thanks for coming in. We appreciate
Glad to be here. I'm just, if that's not farmers market background music, I don't know what
Sure,
it is.
exactly.
We like the juxtaposition.
You look much smaller in person without the shoulder pads on.
Yeah, well, I keep trying to leave those at home.
Yeah. It was a number of years ago that one of my kids came up to me, I believe. This story may be apocryphal, but go with it. And he said to me, your life is trite and jaded, boring and confiscated. And I said, you are a plagiarist. That's what I said.
He didn't really say that to you, did he? My kid once said to me,
he was quoting you.
My kid once said to me, Dad, I'm not going to take it. I said, write your own friggin' song.
So there you go. So you're in Chicago right now. By the way, if those of you watching it, are we still on channel 5.2 by any chance, the digital channel? But if you're, Dee is dressed up in, well, Dan, you're the heavy metal guy here. Dee, how would you describe the regalia that
daily wear?
Yeah, it's nicely bedazzled. A lot of rings. Yeah.
This is from the Dee Snider Saint Symphony shirt line.
It's the fall
and then,
collection.
The required. This is this daytime ringage. I'm not wearing the big guns. I brought some of the light jewelry.
I think he's got an '85 Bears Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Dee Snider's going to be in Chicago. You are part of Chicago right now because from November 4th to January 4th, you've got a play that's going to be going on at the Broadway Playhouse at Water Tower, 175 East Chestnut, and it's basically your feel-good Christmas story.
Sure.
Oh yeah, it's very feel-good. It's a family show. It has an exorcism in it, and didn't know that.
Don't give it away.
I don't want to give the whole show away, but it's a story. First of all, straight up, we were talking off the air. I'm a dad for 3 grandkids. I'm a big Christmas guy. Wanted a show I could bring the family to. So that was rule number 1, had to be something we could, a shared experience. But I wanted to be cool. I said, I think it's time for a show that rocks. So the Rock and Roll Christmas Tale was born, the story of a struggling heavy metal band who sell their soul to the devil but find the magic of Christmas instead. A story as old as time itself.
Yes, just with a metal band.
With a metal band, but don't tell anybody it's actually a wonderful life.
No problem.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you got these heavy metal guys winding up singing Christmas carols?
Yeah, for some reason, from the moment they sell their souls, they can't stop singing rocked out Christmas songs. So this is part of their journey to figure out what the hell is going on.
And why didn't Twisted Sister ever release a Christmas album?
We did.
Oh, you did?
You just heard, matter of fact,
Mr. Snurdly
against
that was
one of our biggest selling records, and against all recommendations, everybody said it's going to kill your career. I said, what career? It was actually quite a big success a number of years ago.
So really, there's a lot of Bing Crosby in you and stuff like that really wants to escape. Heavy metal. Am I right about that?
Well, I don't want to escape heavy metal. I want to show that you can be warm and fuzzy and hard and heavy at the same time.
Not have to wear a cardigan.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you. You could be a dad, you could be a granddad and still be cool. And you know what? Nobody's fooling anybody. I see these people on the street. You're all raised on rock.
Sure.
Yeah.
We thought we'd outgrow it, but we never did.
You don't. Rob Halford said it's like being in the Marines. You're once a rocker, always a rocker. And it was a lot of steps that led up to this, but one of them was being in concert, performing I Want to Rock for up in Canada. I brought my granddaughter, and I looked aside the stage. She's 3. I'm jumping up and down singing I Want to Rock. She's jumping up and down singing I Want to Rock, and I'm going, first of all, surreal. Second of all, something I never thought I'd experience. But the reality is we live at a time where everybody was raised on rock in some form or another.
Well, I'm a child of the 80s, and so I Want to Rock, and we're not going to take it, right? I mean, iconic songs, iconic videos, too, especially the heyday of MTV.
Yeah.
I mean, I know you look back on it now. How do you view that rise to international stardom in the 80s?
It was a shock. I mean, I never expected to be a band that became like a household word and have hit records. I just thought we'd be one of those bands that went from town to town, sold records after every show. Just that kind of, there was those like Black Oak, Arkansas band nobody ever heard on the radio, but still was popular. But we just suddenly, MTV came out and they were looking for visual bands, and we fit the bill. I mean, then with the original Hair Farmers.
Right.
And so now you're older, a little more mature. And is your philosophy of life reflected then?
Hasn't changed one iota.
Right. Yeah, man.
But my philosophy of life has always been pretty against the norm. I mean, I never did drugs. I never drank. I was always into fitness. I've been with the same woman 38 years. I was an alien in the rock and roll community. They were looking at me going, what is this guy's deal? And I'm looking at them going, you don't get it. This is a long game, man. Like, you're looking to exit at 30. I'm looking to exit in my 90s. I want to be like Norman Lear. You know what I mean? So I was going for,
That's the antithesis.
Yeah.
You're not a genuine rocker then.
No. I used to get stuff for that too.